I'm gonna pray silently this time, because I'm not gonna yell in the Temple of Paylor while everyone's sad.
Whereabouts are you praying? Give your own mind?
I'll probably just do it before we go to sleep, so wherever we're sleeping.
Okay.
I don't know where we're staying, so...
What do you pray for? What do you call out for? What do you ask? What do you say?
So I'm like your Raven Queen, so it's definitely unspoken related. I don't know if we can do this, to be honest. I mean, we've been doing pretty well, but nothing actually seems to matter anymore. I mean, I know what I'm doing is good, and I'm still devoted to your cause, but I feel I'm stuck.
You close your eyes and you call out, not in seeking of aid or seeking of power, but seeking guidance. Do you pray with your eyes open or closed?
Its throat's probably open, because she normally yells to the void, so...
So as you look around, as you pray, you feel this emptiness that has been sitting in the base of your chest for days now, weeks even.
Months.
You look around and see all your friends either resting or winding down to sleep with varying forms of reading or other things people do before they go to bed. And I'm not judging what you guys do with any character, you guys make that decision yourself.
Staring blankly into the distance.
There you go.
That's my favourite hobby.
Hey.
Hello,
We're role-playing, it's important.
There's so many people. We have like 30 new members.
None of them, not all of them will stay
This is
there.
important
No, but
role-play
like,
death. I hope you
We're expecting
stay with
about
us.
that many people
It'll be
tomorrow.
important.
That's fair.
Raven Queen.
So, as you
I need to do a cult run.
as you look around, you see as the environment around you is this warm, welcoming.
There are ravens dancing.
No.
Corvus is standing there dancing too. Blood pours out of her neck as she does the raven dance.
Don't, I'm sad.
Ignore it. I think you're partly covering the camera.
No, I'm not. I can see it.
Wow, that's weird. Because the way your phone sits is like very
You're
strange.
weird.
Anyway, there you go.
Let me pray.
Yes, sorry. But as you do this, you see this warm Paylorian environment, this
It's uncomfortable.
building built for light, warmth, heat. It is something that is beautiful and yet clinical almost. You have become familiar in your time with the cold, worn stone of the grey catacombs, the wearing away, the symbols carved in the walls in a language you are still learning. You blink, and everything changes. Your friends are gone. The environment is cold, familiar. The building in ruins around you. A stormy black grey sky with a single dull point of light. Acting like a sun.
Shadowfell.
The light swirling and shifting around this point, almost like a hurricane with an eye.
Does it look Shadowfell-y?
Yes, incredibly so.
I was just checking it wasn't unspoken.
You look around and the layout seems similar to the Temple of Paylor, but the building itself is... Sorry about that, a brief interruption of people because we are in a public place. You see as the sky is that familiar grey, but the area seems almost unfamiliar in a strange way. And you see as this place is clearly some kind of reflection of the Temple of Paylor. You look around and you feel a slight wind blow in from the main chamber. Almost out of instinct, you walk over towards it. And the chamber is different, yet the same. The Temple of Palor is now a blank altar, a blank slate. The altar where sacrifices or offerings, in more modern times, would be offered to the god of the sun has now been changed to a simple black, grey slate of stone. The section where Gerald, the high priest of Palor, was previously reading a book and providing some small sermons to keep the people as calm as they could, is damaged and broken and falling and crumbling.
Me.
The centerpiece is broken. The walls are grey and empty. The windows, sundered, stained glass. Fragments and dust are all that remain of these once beautiful walls. Up at the altar, you see someone very familiar to you. A woman, clad in black, with long black hair and a white mask. She appears inhuman to you almost. Less like she's wearing clothing, but more as if she's a living shadow. Drifting and shifting in this once holy
Is it kind of
place.
more like, when you jump in the blood pool and it's like the mask and then
Like
hair to
that.
shadow? Yeah.
Except she has a shape. It's... Have you ever seen Spirited Away? For Beth, as I'm sure she has, it's a little bit like the weird thing with the white face that I can't name, but that
No
thing.
Face.
No Face.
It's a bit like No Face. I think you know the aesthetic of No Face. Face. No Face when No Face doesn't have anything except the face.
Okay.
Like that. Except made of what looks to be shimmering feathers and hair that glide and shift. And as she moves through the room, Santa is going to just skip this one. As she shifts through the room, you can see as where she steps and where she moves, the area she leaves behind, there is a slight glimmer of those same golden threads appearing and then disappearing from view. And as she walks, you can even see as a couple of them break with her passing.
That doesn't seem good.
She takes a few steps towards you and then waits, watching, as if expecting something.
If you didn't see that, I just awkwardly went. What's up?
If you'll believe it, I've been trying something lately.
Was it leaving me to my own devices?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that.
Clearly it doesn't work with you.
Apparently not.
I would say otherwise, to be entirely honest, but...
Why?
Because look at what you've achieved since I've left you be. Little in my name, I'm sure, but you've still achieved many great acts.
Doesn't feel like it.
Well, you did something that no one has done for many years now. You gathered a hand.
Yep. I gave it to maybe Mammon.
I doubt Mammon is quite as strong as he would think himself, but I believe he's smart enough to know that. If he wants to use the hand, he'll be a lot more subtle with it. He'll sell it to a few people, make sure it comes back to him in the end. I've seen enough souls tricked by his ways. Now, you are empty inside. Some might say deader than the souls I ferry.
Would be accurate.
Why?
Seems like everything I touch that seems really alive just dies.
Good. That's the way of things.
I know, but it would be easier if they were actually dead rather than just dead inside like me.
Do you know why I collect sorrows? They're the strongest human experience. Mortal experience, even. Although some would say humans feel sorrow far greater than most.
Good thing I'm not a human then.
That is correct. And yet, you have been raised, whether you like it or not, more by humans than by Dragonborn. She takes another couple of steps forward. And the entire place around you melts away into nothing. And she is gone. But her presence is still with you. Her voice echoes in the dark. Why do you fear suffering?
So I move floor 1, and then 124 eyes.
I don't know, I'm not even suffering, that's the problem.
Then why do you feel as you do? Look at yourself.
The strong urge just to do a gut check. I don't know, it's just... I don't fear it for myself, just... Like, take Lalu. I should be helping him. But he fears death more than anyone, and I can't get him to see that that's not right. I mean, I know killing's fine if they're meant to die, but it just seems like I'm being used as a tool, but not a good one. Like, if I was doing it for a cause, like for you, I would willingly do it.
Every life you take is in my name.
I know.
No, you don't. And that is the problem. How many was it you slew in Almaris? I know you know the number.
37.
And that is 37 souls that were bound to die.
No, that's kind of the problem. I didn't feel so bad about it than I thought I would.
That's not a problem. That is acceptance.
People looked at me like I was a monster.
Because they do not know the truth. We are all monsters. Gods and mortals alike.
So you're saying I should embrace it?
No. The label of monster is a title.
The Raven Queen's telling me to be a monster.
The label of monster is something that fools give to things they do not understand.
I'm killing May tomorrow.
Good.
And I don't feel bad about it. But everyone is acting like I should.
Why? Her life ended when she died the first time.
Exactly, but people don't see it like that way.
Then ignore them.
It's kind of hard when you're the only person that sees it that way.
Then you tell them that it is my will.
You hold Clovis's soul.
It waits.
Don't throw a place in it.
I can see it though. A foolish girl, for certain.
Do you know if she joined the cult?
I believe she did not know what she was doing from my observations of her soul and memories.
I'm not going to ask you whether you think she should come back, because if it fails, then
If it fails,
it was
then you
meant
know
to.
my answer.
Exactly.
Ignorance does not forgive a crime, but ignorance also can explain one.
Do you know there's any way we can talk to her?
Some are skilled at communing with spirits, but your best bet would be A simple spell. Her body holds many answers her soul will also know.
I mean, we cast Feeble Mind on her, so it doesn't really.
And that is a difficult conundrum.
Yeah.
You could attempt to bring her back first and kill her again if you dislike the answers.
That's what I was thinking.
A smart thought. Fitting.
Although death is a mercy, so maybe she's better off dead.
Death is no mercy. Death is the end. Death is...
Isn't it in her tenets that death is a mercy?
Yes, and now she's explaining that
Okay.
not every time. Death is the expected finish. It can be merciful to those that are suffering.
She seemed to be suffering a lot.
And it is your decision whether or not it is worth trying to bring her back. That's the thing with mortals. Your fate is always in your hands, no matter if you believe it or otherwise. The fate of others often follows.
Thank you.
Remember, one who is dead inside is often dead outside very soon afterwards, and that would not be fitting. Complete your purpose, then you can die.
Okay.
I'll be around if you require any more guidance, but not that frequent.
That's okay. I'm trying to do the less on the divine core.
Good. Good luck with the Stone King.
Do you think you'll be able to help with that?
Most likely not, no.
I mean, the swords, they seem like they could be jazzed up a bit. Like for a short time. Fighting spoken.
Follow my tenets, and I wouldn't need to.
Gotcha.
She disappears. The mask that was present before you disappears in a flurry of feathers. The golden threads around you shimmer like glitter and disappear. And you wake up the next morning.
I'm gonna murder me.
As you wake up in front of you are 4 ravens.